Okay. Oh, there's someone. Morning, John.
Hi. Good morning.
Good morning.
She said 2 blankets.
2 blankets, please. 2 blankets. Yeah, John, if you have a couple of blankets, 2 blankets would be helpful.
Right.
Okay. Good morning, everybody. Okay. Hi. I have new glasses. I can see you all so much better. I put them on and I was like, my old glasses got really scratched like over the summer. And I was like walking around in these, and then I was trying contacts and they were terrible. And I was walking around with these blurry glasses and I put these on. I was like, oh my God, oh, the world, it's amazing. Every time I put them on, I'm like, oh, it's so great, I can see everything. Why I waited months to whatever, that's another story. But what's that? I have one more thing I'm gonna try, and I'll have them for like when I'm going out. They're not like useless, they're just not super helpful, so yeah. For what?
Swimming.
You use them for swimming?
Yeah, just like when I want to swim or go to the beach.
Well, that's it. I want them for rock climbing. I want them like for going to a yoga class. Like, you know, like when you, like you don't want to be glasses on and off and whatever. So anyway, hi, good morning. So my son got engaged on Saturday night, which was very exciting. I know. Yeah, I knew it was happening. Everybody knew it was happening, but her, and she was surprised, and it was wonderful. And so we had a lovely celebration with family, and their family came, and he came to me 2 weeks ago and was like, so I'm going to propose to her on Saturday night. And I was like, you know I have a bar mitzvah 2 weeks after that? And he was like, yeah, just like a small engagement party. Okay, sure, let's do that. Yep. Okay, anyway, it was great. All good things, but holy cow, it's a lot, right? But, you know, just watching them and being with them and so grateful to be part of that experience, and that, you know, he went and picked her up and proposed and then came back, and her family was there and we were there and we got to all be together, and it was really wonderful to be part of that. And just, you know, reminded me of, you know, I feel like I got engaged like 2 weeks ago. So, you know, like it's, you know, but it brings you back to that moment in time where you know, if you are married, hopefully had that experience of that, you know, the being chosen and choosing someone and having that experience of just the love that is there, you know, and, you know, which as humans, we experience so dramatically in that really physical and emotional way. And the yoga teachings say that, you know, that's just sort of to give us a taste of really what like spiritual love is. And that's really what when we're coming to our mat and we're doing our practice, that's the love we're trying to connect to. You know, on the physical level, there is the sort of feeling that, you know, we have to send the love out so it comes back to us, you know. But here's the thing, that spiritual love, that big love, that is the divine, that is the one love that underpins it all. It's always there. And so when we have that experience in the physical realm of that deep love, it just wakes us up to what is there, you know. And that experience of love is not conditional on anything, right? And we hope that our love in the physical world isn't conditional on anything. And it's not. Love is never conditional. Commitment can be conditional, you know? Love is never conditional. Love is always love. You know, our commitment might be conditional. Our commitment might be based on, well, if you want to be in a relationship with me, these things have to happen. And that's important for our psychological health and in all sorts of ways. So not to say those things aren't important, but the love itself, is unconditional. And it's like, when we watch a movie that's a love story, it's like we get this feeling of just like the heart like just melts and opens up a little bit, And that's the same thing we're trying to elicit in our practice here, to tap into that sense of love that's bigger than any human condition we put upon it, that's bigger than any way that we need to, because here's the thing, it's like often it's like I was thinking this morning about that, the story about the guy who's in the flood on the roof, and he's like, and someone wades in to get him and is like, I came to save you, and he's like, no, God's gonna save me, and then the water gets higher and somebody comes in a boat, it's like, I'm gonna save you, and the guy's like, no, God's gonna save me, it's gonna be okay, and then the water comes up even higher and a helicopter comes, and the helicopter's like, we're here to get you, the water's coming, come up, and he's like, no, God's gonna save me, and of course the water comes up, the guy drowns, he goes to heaven, he meets God, and he's like, God, you never came and saved me. He's like, what are you talking about? I said a person in a boat and a helicopter, and but it's not in the form that we want it to be in. Sometimes we don't see it, when it's not in the way that we want to be receiving it, sometimes we're not receiving it. But the reality is that love, that's what, the yoga is teaching us, whether we're calling it consciousness or we're calling it grace or we're calling it love, it's all the same thing that we're talking about, and when we step into our practice, we just want to step into the flow of that, so that it's not like just, I have to send it out so it can come back. It's just like it can be all around me. It can be coming to me from every direction, And as I get older and my friends get older and I hear about girlfriends and in-laws and things like that, and the sort of complaints that happen, and I'm like, well, yeah, you could look at it that way, and not that people aren't crappy, because some people are just crappy. They are, so whatever. But it's also us, when we can choose to see. When we can choose to see the love rather than that transactional. We've talked about this, not so long ago, that difference between transactional and transformational. That transformational love, it's always there, And yeah, you got to seek the people that are going to feed that within you. But it's also like when we cultivate that in ourselves, it inspires people around us to find the same, and it enables us to bring that out into the world, in a more powerful way. So, all right, guys, so just love today, that's all. Love in all directions, in all ways, in whatever way you feel it and sense it and have it in your own life and can connect to it. All right, so close your eyes. Take some deep breaths. And as you're deepening your breath, just begin to bring your awareness into your own heart center, into the seat of love within yourself. And if it's helpful, bring to mind an inspiration for the feeling of unconditional love. If it's a person, that's fine, or if the best representation of love for you is your dog or your cat, or use that. If it's a beautiful day or a sunset, however you can connect to this unconditional softening, ripening, opening of your heart, where you don't have to struggle and reach for that ever-present flow of love. Whatever comes into your mind, don't judge what comes into your mind, just hold on to it, because the details don't really matter. Just breathe into that feeling of unconditional love. And if it comes with a little bit of longing, or if there's an edge of wanting more, of it not being enough, it's just the reminder that, love isn't always Hallmark cards and happy endings. But the great love holds it all. And there is this little edge when you love deeply, a surrender of self that is necessary, but can feel kind of scary. So as you sit with your awareness in your heart, just imagine love flowing to you on the in-breath, and on the exhale, flowing out from you to the world. And it can go to that image you're holding, or it can just go where it goes. And on the inhale, you invite it from wherever it comes. And you send it out to wherever it goes. To and fro from your soft, open heart. A melting heart can sometimes feel like a breaking heart, but that's okay. Those soft places where there's a little crack, as we know, that's where the light comes in. And if this is a challenging practice, just be gentle with yourself. If it feels distant or that you can't even understand it, just stay with it. Try to just stay in that experience of love. And again, use whatever you need to help you get there. Bring your hands together at your heart. All right, let's begin together. We're just going to do 3 ohms this morning. If you'd like to join, deep breath in. Gently bow your head to your heart. And as you're ready, release your hands. Open your eyes. All right, let's start standing up. Let's do some standing warm-ups this morning. Hi, Lois. I haven't seen you in a while. Welcome back. All right, so stand with your feet a little wider than hip distance. Bend your knees. Yeah, if you want to face the long edge of your mat, you can do that actually. Rest your hands onto your thighs. Good. Do a little cat and cow here. So just feeling your breath. Just start to move and flow with breath. And if it's helpful, meaningful to you, to just keep having that sense of the flow to and from your heart. Just stay connected to that feeling. Oh, sorry. But not just one direction, like it's coming into the front of your heart and the back and the sides and going out in all directions also. You're just welcoming it in, opening up to it. One more breath. Good. Straighten your legs, widen your heels, fold forward if that's a lot for you. Keep your knees a little bent or take your hands onto blocks. Strengthen your legs. It's like the feeling of love. It softens us. It melts our hearts a little bit. But then we engage with it. We literally become engaged. We firm our muscles. We affirm the love that's flowing in and flowing out. Create this strong container to hold it, to contain it. Rebend your knees, turn your toes out. Hands to the inner knees now, facing inwards. Good, and do some shoulder dips. So right shoulder towards the left knee, and then in up through center, and then left shoulder towards the right knee. And then just side to side a few times. Keep the movement in the upper body as much as you can. So the knees, the legs stay fairly steady where they are. And you're going side to side. The legs stay in the squat. One more each side. Good. Widen your heels, fold to center again. Maybe go a little wider. Maybe let your spine sink a little lower. Have a sense that not only the legs are strengthening, but you're also drawing up through the arms. The muscles in the arms are engaged, drawing all the way up into the shoulder blades so that the shoulder blades aren't collapsing towards the floor, but just gently cradling the back of your heart. All right, next one is we're gonna go side to side, bending the knees. So you can do this with your hands on the floor, walking to the right foot, bending the right knee, walking to the left foot. If you wanna do it with hands at your heart, you can do it with hands off the floor. Just see what feels better for knees and hips. Usually they're gonna be pretty clear about what needs to happen. So just honor that. And as you warm up, if you want to sit, sink low and lift the opposite leg toes off the floor, you can sit all the way into Skandasana. If that feels like too much, just keep it less of a bend. Just see how your body wants to move and warm up. Being soft to yourself, loving yourself. That was sort of our theme last week. I'm still going with that. It's a good theme. One more each side. Good, fold to center again. One more deep breath here. Come up one more time into a high squat. This time arms up into cactus arms. Bend your knees, send your hips back a little bit. So the knees are right in line, right over the ankle in line with the hips. And then just do a little side to side movement, right elbow to right thigh, left elbow to left thigh, side to side a few times. Legs steady, upper body moving. One more each side. Good. Straighten your legs, release your arms, step your feet together. All right, come face front. Let's do we're going to do a heart chakra namaskar, just opening up to love. So start in Tadasana, feet, sit bone, sit bone or hip distance apart. Sit bone's a little closer. So if you feel like you need a little more stability, you can go wider to hip distance. And then just make your legs steady, strong, stack the bones of your spine. Take a deep breath in, let your shoulders rise up a little with the breath and then roll them back gently, not in a way that feels pinched, but just so the whole front of the heart feels really open. Soften your face. Inhale, let your arms sweep up towards the sky. Reach up, stretch up. Exhale, let your arms just float down, just arms to start. One more time, just the arms. Inhale, float your arms up. Reach and stretch up. Exhale, turn your palms down. Arms by your sides. Okay, next time the arms come up, your right knee is going to come up with you. So arms up, right knee up. Exhale, foot down, arms down. One more like that. Inhale, arms up, knee up. Good. Now lean forward and step back into a lunge, reaching forward. So there's a straight line from your back heel to the crown of your head. And like you're sending love back through your back leg, forward through your arms, getting longer, and then drop the back knee. If you need to grab a blanket to pad, go for it. Inhale, take your arms up, a gentle low lunge. Good. Exhale, take your hands down to the floor. Shift your right hip back over your right knee and slide your left heel out in front for a hamstring stretch, half Hanuman. That's it. Lengthen your leg, lengthen your spine. Exhale and fold. Let your head release towards your knee. One more breath here, leveling off your hips. Inhale, rebend your front knee. Lift your back knee off the floor, stretch your arms back behind you now by your sides, leaning forward over your front thigh. Good. And then a gentle warrior three. Float up the back leg. And then inhale, come upright, bring the knee up with you, arms up. Exhale, foot to the floor, arms by your sides. Inhale, arms to the sky, just the arms. Exhale, arms down. One more like that. Inhale with breath, arms to the sky. Exhale, arms down. Next time, left knee up, arms up, left knee up. Exhale, reach forward, left leg back, flying lunge, reaching forward, stretching back. Exhale, back knee down, arms to the sky, curl up and back. Good. Hands down to the floor. Hamstring stretch, left hip over left knee, right leg straight out in front of you. Level off the hips.
Notice if your tendency is for the front leg hip to hike up or to sink below the level of the left hip. So level them off and just have your spine just extending straight out in front. Good. Inhale, rebend the front knee. Lift your back knee. Stretch your arms back behind you. Good. Float forward, warrior three. So step in a little bit, get your weight on your right foot, just hover the left foot. Inhale, arms up, knee up. Exhale, arms by your side. 2 feet on the floor, close your eyes. Make that connection again to open heart space, to a soft, gentle heart. We're gonna do one more round each side again. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, release the arms down. Inhale, arms up, right knee up. Exhale, send it back, flying lunge. Back leg long, reaching out in front, reaching out. That's it. And then drop your knee. Inhale, arms to the sky, curl back. Exhale, hands down, half Hanuman. Right hip over right knee, left heel out in front, head towards the knee. Inhale, extend your leg and your spine. Exhale, fold a little deeper, head towards your knee. And then 2 more breaths, just letting each breath deepen your pose and deepen your sense of just opening up, of every movement in the practice, every breath coming not from your head, but from this soft heart. So you're never without this loving connection. Even when your mind maybe wanders off, we can still stay connected to it. We keep that open heart. All right, shift the weight forward again. Rebend the front knee. Lift your back knee up, arms back behind you. Again, long right leg, long spine. Step in a little bit, get steady on your left foot, hover the right leg up. Inhale, arms up, knee up. Exhale, arms by your side, foot to the floor. Inhale, circle your arms. Exhale, arms by your sides. Good. Inhale, arms up, knee up. Lunge, lean back, reach forward. Reach back with your foot, reach forward with your arms. 1 breath here. Good. Drop your back knee. Inhale, arms, chest to the sky, maybe curling back a little bit more. Yeah, nice, you guys. Exhale, hands down, shift your hips back, slide your front heel forward. Half Hanuman, left hip over left knee, right leg straightening out. And as you breathe in and you lengthen your spine and you lengthen your right leg, just again, expand love out into the world. Even as you're folding in and the body is infolding, there's still this sort of emanating, this to and fro feeling from your heart. Love flowing in, love flowing out. 1 more breath. Shift your weight forward, rebend your front knee, lift your back knee up off the floor. Arms back behind you. That's it. Heart forward, leg back, arms back. Then step in a little bit, heart forward, float up your back leg. Lift your shoulders up. Inhale, arms up, knee up. Exhale, arms by your sides. Good. Inhale here. Exhale, fold. Uttanasana now. 2 feet on the floor. You need to grab your blocks, of course, grab some blocks. Shift your weight to your right foot, bend your left knee. Let your left hip sink down. Press your weight even more over to the right, your right hip even more, a little more to the right. Good, and then switch, straighten the left leg, bend your right knee. That's it. Because even though it sounds good and sweet and lovely to open up your heart and the chest and the heart space, really we need to open up everywhere. We're not, this love, this unconditional love is not just coming from one place. It becomes our entire being, the whole body emanating it outwards. So we open all the places, straighten both legs. Good, we're gonna come back to tabletop. So walk back to hands and knees, getting here a little bit later in class than we usually do. But now maybe we're a little bit warm. So I want you to play with that sense of melting the heart. So when we say melting the heart, it's sort of this action of the shoulder blades sliding. We're talking about like a physical action of like
Oh, that's so sweet. You know, like when you're watching a romance or you're seeing your kid get engaged or whatever it is, you know, where you have that like melting of your heart. So see if you can make that happen, not in a way that feels like a collapse, right? So we can do that in a way that feels very unsupported and it doesn't feel particularly good. There's still this little action of pushing the floor away, of sending love down into the earth through the arms, pressing down, but then keeping the heart space soft and open. Is this making a little bit of sense? Yeah. And then we're going to keep that and lift up into downward facing dog. So see if you can keep this sense of the shoulder blades firming in towards the spine, your armpits lifting away from the floor, and your heart space, your chest moving towards your thighs a little bit. Yeah, good, you guys. That's it. Take one more breath here. All right, inhale, come forward to plank pose. One breath here to just melt your heart a little in plank. It's hard when we're in a more weight-bearing position, but we can still do it because it's that interaction. All right, good. Drop your knees and come down to your belly. Slide your forearms out for Sphinx pose. So be up on your elbows. If your shoulders feel tight, just lace your fingers together. If you can go parallel arms, go parallel arms. Press your elbows down into the floor. Sweep your navel back towards your spine, your front ribs towards your back ribs. Stretch your legs really straight. And then try to keep all of that stuff, but just let your heart melt a little bit. Again, not in a way that feels like a collapse, but just this softening, this opening up that says, okay, I feel the love all around me. Sorry, I'm getting foot cramps. If you're getting foot cramps, tuck your toes. All right, we're going to take this into a thigh stretch. So you can stay up on your elbow and reach back for your right foot, or if that feels too dramatic, just put your head on your on your left hand. So you're on your left hand or your elbow, and then you're reaching with your right foot for your right hand behind you for a thigh stretch. Good. Hug your heel towards your butt. Roll your inner thigh up towards your heel a little bit. Be gentle with yourself. Keep that sense of the belly gently toning, your tailbone and your pubic bone pressing towards the floor. Hug your heel even a little closer if that is a reasonable thing to do. Good. And release your foot. Rest your head on your hands for a moment. Do a little hip wiggle if you need to. Take a couple of breaths. Find your way. So if you're staying low, keep your head on your right hand or come back up to Sphinx. And then bend your left knee, reach for your left foot with your left hand. Taking your heel towards your hip. Yeah, maybe you can find pants or we can find a strap. Nice, Susan. Mm-hmm. Oh, sorry, I just scratched you. I scratched you. I was trying to give you your pants. I was trying to hand you your pants. Sorry. See, I took my glasses off. I can't see again. Okay. There's got to be some yoga metaphor in there somewhere. Okay, let go of your foot. All right, come back to Sphinx. Good, tuck your toes. Firm your legs. Lift your knees off the floor. Squeeze your legs in towards each other. That's it. Then come up into dolphin plank. And then lift up into dolphin. So walk your feet in. And then see if you can press both elbows off the floor at the same time into downward facing dog. It may or may not happen, but give it a go. That's it. Dog pose. Very good. All right. Walk yourself forward. Uttanasana. Come on all the way up. Reach up. Exhale. Sweep your hands behind your back for shoulder stretch. Lace your fingers together. Stretch your arms straight back behind. Now, if it's hard to get the hands together behind you, the focus should be on the shoulders here, not on the hands coming together. We want the shoulders moving back. So you need to hold a strap or find some other way to do that. That's fine. All right, hinge from your hips, arms towards the sky, head towards the floor. Good. Inhale, come halfway up. Lift your shoulder blades in towards your spine a little more. So that's an action. It's like we're doing something, but then just let this passive melting of your heart, like the heart space now just soften towards your legs a little bit with that support in the upper back. Let your head and your neck release.
Good. Release your hands back down to the floor. Walk back to dog pose, downward facing dog. Good. And if you want to take a vinyasa here, here's a moment for vinyasa, plank, chaturanga. Our warm-up namaskar didn't have that traditional vinyasa. So if you're feeling like you need that in your practice, a little bit of routine is good. A little bit of changing it up and then a little bit of routine. That's the best prescription. Okay, we're going to step up into warrior one. Step your right foot forward, spin down your left heel. Good. Come up facing front. Rotate your hips to face forward. Bend your right knee over your ankle. That's it. Inhale, arms up towards the sky. Good. Now turn your right palm up, left palm down, and hook your fingers together overhead. So you're just clasping your hands like this together overhead. Good. And then with your elbows bent, make like a halo around your head with your arms. Yeah, that's it. Good. Now suck your armpits back. Pull on your hands. Pull your shoulders back. Maybe lean your head back. Try to keep your head in line with your arms. So this halo is just around your head. Good. And then stay right where you are and keep that action in the upper body, but stretch your arms out straight. Good. Exhale. Lean forward, sweep your hands behind your back and lace your fingers together. And then hinge forward, humble warrior. We usually do this in warrior two, but we can do it here too. Shoulder inside the knee, arms up towards the ceiling. A little easier. I don't know. I find it's a little easier on the hips in this position. One more breath. Good. Release your hands. Step back into downward facing dog. Good. Hold in your dog or vinyasa opportunity here. Okay, left foot forward. Warrior one. Build from the bottom up. So right leg nice and strong, right hip wrapping forward, left knee over the ankle, drop your tailbone, tone your belly. Inhale, arms up. Turn your left palm to the sky. Hook your fingers together. That's it. Make a halo, elbows out to the sides. Yeah, like that. And then squeeze your armpits back, shoulders back, head back. Keep your belly toning, so don't let the low back take the brunt of this. Make the work be in the heart space. Good. And then keep all of that. Stretch your arms out. Receiving love into the heart with the breath, sending love out in all directions, front, back of your heart, down through your legs, up through your arms. Sweep your hands behind your back, switch the lace of your fingers, lean forward. Lift your hands up, let your head release down. Humble warrior. Breathe deeply. See if we can have this sense of the physical response in the body when we open up in this way, when we melt our hearts. The heart space naturally expands, it lifts. The whole body fills up. One more breath. Good. Release your hands, step back into dog. And then in that way, when we just open up, vinyasa here if you like, then our whole practice, our whole body, our whole, the postures themselves become this expression of love. All right, good. Drop your knees, sit back into child's pose for a moment. Squeeze out the wrists if you need to, fold the elbows, relax the shoulders, relax for a moment. They're going to do a little more for us in a minute, so let's let them have a little bit of a break. Just be in this open, steady flow. It's not like I have to do something or someone has to do something for me. We're just in this flow of giving and receiving. Find your way back to tabletop. All right, we're going to come to plank and try to recreate that melting heart action. So first, legs strong. Yeah, spin your inner thighs up, but draw your tailbone down at the same time. Tone your belly like crazy, navel to spine. Okay, now push into the floor, but soften your heart at the same time. Yep, drop your right knee. Swing your right leg back, spin down your left heel, come up Vashisthasana prep. Keep your right shoulder back. Take your inner right armpit forward. Take your right shoulder blade in towards your spine, your left shoulder blade in towards your spine, and then lean your head back a little bit more. Good. Exhale, left hand down. Come back up onto the left toes. Step your right foot back to plank. Legs strong. Glutes toning. Belly toning. Heart melting a little. Drop your left knee. Swing the leg out to the left. Spin down your right heel. Right arm to the sky. Vashisthasana prep pose. That's it. Curl your head back. Curl your shoulders back. Good. One more breath. Exhale, bring that hand down. Come back to plank. Okay, now full Vashisthasana. So same actions in the upper body. Spin down your right heel. You can step your left foot in front or stack it on top. Left arm to the sky. That's it. Hold there. Do love. Be love. Now step your top foot behind. Do wild thing. Curl back. Reach back. Good. Exhale. Take that hand down. Back to plank. Set yourself up well, and then shift to the left foot. Right arm to the sky. Heart melting, but also engaged. Step your top foot behind. Curl back, head back, heart up. Love from the front of your heart, back of your heart in all directions. Good. Back to plank and downward facing dog. Nice, you guys. Very good. All right, step your right foot up between your hands. Drop your left knee down. We're going to be here for a couple of things. So if you need to grab a blanket under your knee, by all means, do that. All right, squeeze your legs together. Inhale, arms to the sky. Anjaneyasana. So we were here a few times earlier in practice, but maybe we can sink the hips a little lower, stretch the spine a little taller, take it into a little bit more of a back bend, curling the head and the heart backwards. Good. And then we're going to come to lizard. So hands over inside the front foot, over to the left. You can turn your right foot out, drop down to your elbows. And if the elbows don't reach the floor, of course, come onto blocks. Good. Let your hips settle. And then see if you can come to that heart melting position. Joe, do you want blocks for your elbows? You've got blocks. Just not help, not good. Okay. Stay there then. Good. Stay right where you are. That's it. So can you just soften your upper back a little bit more? Can you soften your head and your face? Can you soften and find your own sense of worthiness, of openness to receive and to offer love out? All right, come on back up into your hands. Step back. Downward facing dog. Vinyasa opportunity if you would like. And then left foot forward for Anjaneyasana, drop your back knee down. So for this deeper lunge, your knee can either be over your ankle if that's, a better spot for your knee, but it can also come over the toes if your knee feels reasonable doing that. Inhale, arms up. Good. Hug the legs in towards each other. Be engaged with yourself. Curl back. Heart open, front of the heart, back of the heart, sides of the heart. Love flowing in and sending it out to the world. Lizard lunge, hands over to the right. You can heel toe a little wider with that front foot. Drop the elbows. That's it. Keep a little gentle toning, a little muscular action in the legs, that sense of engaging, embracing yourself. Same thing. You're pushing your elbows into the floor in the upper body, but you're letting your heart melt a little more and a little more and a little more. The physical expression of this feeling of love. 2 more deep breaths. All right, good. Find your way back to dog. All right, we're going to come into pigeon. So if you have a way of coming to pigeon that you love and it feels good for you, go for it. If you've got knee stuff, you can come in this way that we've been working in more recent months of bringing that right knee down. If you're coming into it, however you like, go for it. If you want to stay with me, you're coming with that right leg out in front and you're pinning the bones of your leg with your right arm. So Joe, lean onto your right hip. Bring your hip all the way to the floor. Come to the side. Bring your foot forward. Yeah, bring your foot forward. Now pin your leg with your arm, right arm on your leg, right arm on your right leg, right arm. That's it. Hold your knee nice and steady. Now stretch your left leg back behind you, lean forward. Does that get you a stretch in your hip? No? Elbows forward and front? No? You get a stretch in your hip for that way?
Yes.
Yeah. That's what we want. Takes the knee out of it. Good. Make your back leg longer. Make your spine longer. Make your heart softer. 1 more breath. All right, good. Find your way back. If you were coming from dog, you can go back to dog. If you're coming in from the floor, swing your legs around, bring the left foot out in front. So you're in this right angle with the left leg. And you're using your left arm to keep the bones of the leg steady and that knee really stable. And then you're working your right leg back behind you. Yep. That's it. And if you don't need to do it this way, just say a little blessing of gratitude and do it however you want to do it. Yeah. Then elbows can come to the floor. Stretch your right leg straighter, longer back behind you. Stretch your spine straighter, longer out in front of you. Connect to that feeling of love in your heart, the big love, the love of the universe, spiritual love. And send it forward, outwards, all directions, forward, back, out to the sides. 1 more breath. All right, good. And then we're going to find our way back to downward facing dog. So however you can get there, that's reasonable for your knees. Back to down dog. Ooh, it's like some kind of, was that your body making that sound? All right. There was like a big click. Yeah. All right. Walk forward. Uttanasana. All right. Lengthen your spine. Come on up. And exhale. Let your arms release. Okay. I want to do our favorite partner shoulder stretch. So Titanic stretch. Does everybody know this one? Do we need to see it? Yeah. All right. Lana, will you show this with me?
Yeah, sure.
Come. Lana's going to face. I'm going to stand behind her. I'm going to step 1 foot between her feet. So I'm really close. I'm holding her wrists to the side. Okay. And then I lean back and she goes forward. That's it. That's it. Nice big stretch for the chest. But you see, she's going from her ankles. She's getting that movement right from her heart. And I'm just using the weight of my body to counterbalance her weight. Yep. That's all. If you want to do that, if that looks like too much, I can show you a way to do it at the wall. If it's too much on a shoulder and you need to skip, we'll give it a go. So you're going to stand behind your, Kathy, come to me. You want to just do it? Yeah, do it shoulder on the wall. Yeah, just do that one. So you're going to hold wrists. So face away from me. Yeah, that's it. Just like that. Hold wrist. Sorry, you guys at home. You can do a shoulder stretch on the wall. Sorry, I didn't give you directions at home. Okay, lean forward from, not to me. Forward, 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 forward. Nope, from your hip. Come back up. Go from your ankles. There you go. Is that okay? Yeah. Shoulders okay? Yeah. That's it. Good. Yeah, if you're at home, you can just do a shoulder stretch at the wall. That's good, Lois. Yep. Yep. Melt your heart a little more. Melt your heart a little more. Nope, from your hips. Let your hips go forward. Like it's like a trust fall. Hips forward. There you go. There you go. There you go. Go from your hips, butt forward, not back. Like that. Is that too much? Is that too much?
No.
All right, come on back up whenever you're ready. Yeah, it's a little bit more of a trust fall that way.
It is.
I know. Yeah, but you want to try to go from your ankles. You can go this way. You're just going to get a bigger stretch if you go like from your, letting your hips go also. All right, switch partners. Did you guys switch partners? Right, if you're at home, no, it's okay. If you're at home, you can just be doing this one on the wall. Yeah, try to go from your ankles. Everybody went that wanted to go. So at home, you could be doing this shoulder stretch. It's really the same stretch. It's just nice to have a friend to help. Shoulder okay, Susan? Shoulders okay? No? She'll just rip it out. Let's not rip anything out. Please, no ripping out of body parts. Please, holy cow. All right, guys, thank you. Grab your 2 blankets now. We're gonna make a big, giant roll. I think it's probably better. All right, I think you should open them up. Let's do it that way. Open them up one time. So you've got these long blankets at home, and you can use a bolster. If you have a bolster, you can use blankets if you have blankets. You're making a big blanket roll, 2 blanket roll. Yeah. Yeah, use whatever you have. If you want to stack pillows. Oh yeah, there you go. You got a bolster on. Perfect. Two blankets, a big roll, a giant roll, roll them both together. Yeah, so you've got like a bolster almost. Could have just used bolsters, but I want to use the blankets for something else. So, so I went with blankets for today. Okay, watch me for a second. We're gonna do a couple of back bendy things now using the blanket. So the first version is gonna be sort of top right above the pelvis is on the blanket. And then we're gonna lift up into Shalabhasana. My legs are staying on the floor. And then we're gonna come up into, if we can reach the feet, Dhanurasana, lifting the upper body way up with the help from the bolster. So I had it like right here, like right, my hips are a little bit on it, but like right above, like right, just the hip points right in the middle of it, and lay your belly over it. Yeah, and just lay over it. That's it. Good. All right, take a minute, just you can rest your head on your hands for a moment. Okay, good. And then glue your legs towards each other and into the floor. Make your legs nice and strong. Good. Then walk your upper body more upright. Tone your glutes. Feel a sense of almost lifting the thigh bones away from the bolster instead of like pushing them forward. Almost feel like you're resisting back a little bit. Then take your hands behind your back. Now, if you can't get your hands off the floor, adjust yourself on your blanket until you can. So you might have to move back a little bit. Good. Hands off the floor. Lace your fingers together. Lift your upper body up high. That's it. That's it. Move back a little, Diane. Like back towards the back of the room a little bit. And now see if you can get your hands off the floor. That's it. Okay, rest for a minute. Yeah, there you go. And then rest for a minute. Yep. Yeah. Sometimes we just have to like find a better spot on the blanket. All right. And then you're going to do the same thing, either the same thing again, or you're going to bend up your feet, bend up your knees and catch your feet, and then kick your feet into your hands, come up into like a really high bow pose. Oh, I know. Yeah. Yeah. You want to strap, or you got it? Susan, you got it. Yeah. However you can get there. All right, then push. Now, if you can't get your head off the floor, move back towards the back of the room. Your legs should be on the floor. So Kathy, move back more. Move back a little bit. Back. Joe, move back. Joe, move back. Your legs on the floor. Move back. You want your upper body up. Move back until you can get your upper body up. No, don't move the blanket. Keep the blanket there. Just move yourself there. There. Yeah, now reach for your feet. There. No, move your body back. Put your belly on the blanket more. Move back. Move your body back. There. Now try it. Okay, good. All right, rest. There. Yes, there. Now lift your upper body. Kick your feet back. That's it. We got it. Okay, so that was the upper body version. Now we're doing the lower body version. So watch me for a second. So now we're going to come way forward, and your chest is going to stay on the floor. We're going to lift the legs. So here's version 1, and then version 2, lifting the legs. So my chest isn't really on the floor. Your chin might have to be on the floor. You'll see how it goes for you. But in that first version, we can get this. It's like the love moving up through the heart, moving up through the upper body. In this version, it's like, okay, but the legs can do it too. The legs can do it too. So come forward. Well, now it's more like your pubic bone is on the roll. Yeah. Yeah, and then let your chest come to the floor. All right, good. Now, legs straight, lift your legs. Legs straight, right from the hip. Lift your legs as high as you can. Lift them up, lift them up. If you can lace your fingers behind your back, do that. Good. Love from your heart, back through your legs, up through your feet. Get higher, get longer. Okay, rest for a minute. Turn your cheek. You can do the same thing again, or hold your feet. Catch your ankles, bend your knees. Same thing, chest lifts up, not very far. Knees lift way up high. So we really get the legs working. Yes. Tailbone down into the block. Yeah. Try to lift your chin off the floor if you can. That's it. That's it. That's it. Lift your knees a little higher. Okay. Very good. Rest. Okay. Okay. I mean, so I said chest. I probably shouldn't have said that. Shoulders and chin maybe can come off. Your chest is not going to come off. Sorry. I said the wrong words. Yes. All right. Yeah. Like that, Joe. You got it. Okay. Come on up to tabletop. Slide your blankets to the side. Okay, now let's just do those two poses without the blanket. So come to your belly. I'm going to do both of those things at the same time. So make your legs strong, tone your glutes, root your tailbone towards the floor, your pubic bone down. If you can lace your fingers together, lace them. And then inhale, lift everything up off the floor. Good. Melt your heart a little more. And then send love in all directions, like waves from the center of your being out to the periphery, from the very core of love inside of you, out to your skin and beyond, forward, backwards, all directions. Good, rest. Turn your cheek. Same thing again, or bend up your knees and do bow pose. You can reach your feet, or you can just do another Shalabhasana, locust, that's fine. Wherever you are, root your tailbone, lift your legs, lift your chest. If you're holding your feet, kick your feet back behind you. Lift your knees higher, lift your chest higher. Let love lift you up. Receive it and offer it back out. Good, and release. Turn your cheek to the other side. Take a deep breath. If you need a little windshield wiper with your legs or just a little directing of breath into the low back, do that. Find your way back to downward facing dog. For those of us that had this experience of, the very physical, visceral experience of that falling in love with your spouse or your partner or your dog or your cat or whoever it is that you have that experience of, the older we get, it fades a little. But then we get to watch our children or friends or nieces or nephews or whoever in our lives. And it just reminds us that it's all possible and it's still possible for us. There's nothing we need to do to earn it, to be worthy of it. But that this love is just part of who we are. We just need to turn to ourselves to find it. Walk yourself forward. Uttanasana. And come on all the way up. Reach and stretch up tall. Good. Exhale. And let your arms release. Okay, let's go over to the wall for some things. Come over to the wall. Bring your blankets with you.
That's a mess here.
Yeah, that's okay. Just move your mess. Not such a big class. We got plenty of space today. Yeah, bring your blankets with you so you have them. John, we lost you. I don't know where you went. All right. So first thing I want to do, you know what? Let's just, all right, just in the interest of time, we're going to do, so now you're going to take your two blankets. We're going to work on shoulder stand a little bit. So we're going to use the blankets for shoulder stand. So undo your roll and fold them together. So you've got a two blanket stack. Yeah, Lois, if I know you're not doing shoulder stand, so whatever, yeah, you can do your supported one, or if you want to just do a headstand or handstand or some other inversion, that's fine. Okay, so here's the
here's the thing. You want to be close-ish to the wall. If you're on the taller side, the taller you are, the farther from the wall. The shorter you are, the closer to the wall. So fold these over. And then you're going to fold your mat. I'm going to show on Lana's here. You're going to fold your, actually, I like it this way. Fold your mat over like that. So that's your setup. So create that setup for yourself. Yeah, that's probably going to be too far from the wall, Mary. You're going to want to move it a little closer. Yeah. Joe, you might need a smidge closer. Like that. Carol, just turn them around so the fringe side is towards the wall, just so that your neck is not on it. There you go. And then fold your mat over. Okay, so then you're going to lay down. I'm going to just show it here, not at the wall. You're going to, yeah, these guys at home know what they're doing, I think. So I'm going to show on Lana. So you're going to lay down. All right, you're a little taller, so I'm going to scoot you back a little bit. So here's what I'm doing. I'm laying down, shoulders on, head off. Shoulders on, head off. Super important. Shoulders on, head off. I'm saying it again. I'll probably say it 4 more times. Shoulders on the blanket, head off the blanket. This keeps the curve in your neck and makes it shoulder stand and not neck stand. Then I'm going to lift my hips and bring my hands to my back. Now, using the wall, I can work to bring my hips, my elbows in closer. I'm snuggling them in. There's this sort of melted heart feeling in here as I'm squeezing my outer shoulder blades in. And then if I've got my balance, I'm going to take my feet up. And if I don't, I'm going to just, you can rest your legs straight. You can rest your knees bent. It's a very gentle, restorative way to do this pose. I will come around and help. Okay, where's your head go? Off. Where's your shoulders go? Thank you. Do it. Go. And you might have to adjust. I have no good way of telling you how far from the wall to be with this one. This is just a sort of like trial and error. Shoulders on, head off. Yeah, Kathy, you're probably gonna have to move back a little. Yep, Diane, that looks good. Watch your clip. I don't know if your clip's in the way. Yep, that's it. Good. And then you walk your feet up the wall so your shoulders rolled off. Lana, walk closer to the wall. Bring your feet to the wall and just snuggle your shoulders under you. Yeah, you rolled off a little bit. Back a little bit. I know. That's why I said you might need more room. Yeah, that's it. That's going to be too far, I think, but let me scooch in a little bit. Yep. Go ahead. Yeah, you're going to be too far. You could try it. You could try it. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. How's that, Diane? Okay. Good. Yep. Good. Good. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so you could just kick off the wall. That's fine. Yep, 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 yep. Reach up. Yep. Stretch up. There you go. Yep. Yep. So your hips, your back might be resting in your hands a little bit. That's okay. But then you're working to engage your core, lift your hips a little higher. Joe, scoot this way. Your shoulders are way off. So you want your shoulders on the blanket. Just scoot in closer. Yeah, wiggle, 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 wiggle. There you go. There you go. Just keep that curve in your neck. All right, my friend. There you go. Yes, there. Now go up. All right. How are we feeling, everybody? We try to hold this one for a few breaths. Try to stay. John, I can't see you. Hopefully something's working for you over there. Yep. And then as you're holding, your legs are stretching up towards the ceiling. Yes. Hips are lifting up. Shoulders are pressing down. See if you can keep that sort of melted heart feeling where the chest and the chin, there's this spaciousness. Remember we did the thing with the ball a few weeks ago? We were doing abs like a ball between the chest and the chin. All right. A couple more breaths, you guys. Come down whenever you need to. Feet can come back to the wall. If, our practice isn't about obeying the directions of the teacher. It's really just about what's going to give us more space inside for that love to be able to flow. Yeah, you're a little far from the wall, Carol. You're probably not going to get there. Okay. Yeah. You got it. You got it. You got it. You got it. All right, good. And then you can roll yourself down. Yeah. So you can come down, like you can go legs overhead and just roll your spine down, or you can go back to the wall and lower down. Yeah. Whatever way works for you. Yep. Stay there. Don't get up. Stay there. Take a couple of breaths. Often we spend this time upside down and everybody like jumps right up. So stay for a moment. Let your energy just equalize, come to center. All right, and then roll over to your side. Roll off the blanket here. Let's everybody go to the right just so we're not rolling onto each other. Roll to the right, off your blankets. Take a minute. Nice slow transition back upwards.
Come on up. All right, good. Okay, I got one last one for you. Take one of your blankets. I think I told you to fold them together. I'm not sure why I did that, but we're going to do a one blanket roll now for the last thing. A one blanket roll like this. Yeah. Okay, and then that roll, can I use your mat, Joe? Just for a sec. Actually, I don't even need it. I'm going to just come right here. So the roll is going here in preparation for a deeper back bend. So the roll is going against the wall. We're using the roll for our hands. It just gives a little more height for the shoulders. Hips go up. Same thing, heart soft. I'm plugging my shoulders back. The shoulder blades are on the back. Maybe I come to my head. Maybe I can push up. If none of that is available to you, of course, just do another bridge. That's fine. You can just do a bridge pose. But the blanket might make it a little more accessible for you. So put that blanket roll against the wall. Kathy, just do one blanket. That's going to be too high, I think. It's two. That's two. I think it's two. Is it just one? It looks huge. Is it two?
Oh, it is two.
Okay. I was like, that looks humongous. I can't believe that's just one. Okay. So lay down with your head, like your top of your head should be touching the blanket. Yep. Like the crown of your head. And then take your hands onto the blanket roll. Take your hands wide. So wider is going to be easier. Try going wider. Yeah.
Wait, is your head on the blanket?
You're not on it, but like right in front of it.
Like smush your head
Your
in?
hands, yeah. Though you want to be pretty close to it. So the top of your head is like touching it. Then your hands are on the blanket, palms flat. Okay. Now bring your elbows in a little bit towards each other. Bring your shoulder blades down towards the floor. That's it. Now ground your feet, press your feet down, lift your hips. That's it. Push down into the blanket. Try to come up onto the top of your head, maybe, or maybe all the way up. Push down, push down, push down. So your hands are on the blanket, Joe, not on the radiator. No, your head is not on. Your hands are on the blanket. So here, like that, like that, like that. But thumb down, just fingers on the floor. So hands like this, just down, but on the blanket. On the blanket, like you're doing a wheel pose. Yeah, if you want to do it hands on the floor, you can. All right. How'd that go? A little easier? Yeah, there you go. Just like that. Just like that. All right. Take a couple breaths. Come on down. That's it. Push into the blanket. Push, 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 push. Yeah. All right. Lower down as you're ready. All right. Happy baby. Lift up your feet. Hold the pinky edges of your feet. Yep. If you want to do a little rocking and you're not going to bump a neighbor, then do a little rocking. That's it. Good. Then keep your right knee bending, your right knee down towards your armpit and stretch your left leg out to the left. The sort of upside down version of the one we did standing up at the start. And then switch. Bend the left knee, stretch your right leg out a little bit or a lot. Good. Then hold both knees together. Hug your knees together in towards your chest. Good. Take your arms out into a T. Just be mindful of your neighbor. You could go cactus arms and then drop your knees to your right armpit. Let them come all the way down, up towards the armpit. That's it. Let them rest on the floor. Let your left shoulder relax. You can let your feet come all the way down. Can I press a little? Good. Bring the knees back up. You can shift your hips a little left if you shifted right, and then drop the knees up towards the left armpit. Right shoulder stays relaxed. Okay. Can I press a little? It's all right. So if you bring the arm down, the shoulder can just release a little more. Can I press a little? Yeah. All right, one more breath. Where you are, bring this arm down and then just let that shoulder relax a little more. Yeah, is that okay? Mm-hmm. Good. All right, bring the knees back up. And begin to find your way to Shavasana. extending your legs out, separating your feet, your hands. Let your legs really relax. Yeah, if you want to take the blanket and put it under your head or underneath your knees, you've got like a little blanket roll. You can use the blanket for something or nothing. But we've got them, so if you like. All right. Soften your body. Imagine every pore in your skin opening up, softening, so that the flow of love in and around you can move more easily. Love wants to permeate you everywhere. Let it. Remember being in the state of love in any way that you have experienced it. And let the feeling of it flood into all the dark areas of your being, of your psyche, of your body. Everything you're afraid of, everything you're ashamed of. Let it flood into your best, most presentable, virtuous places. Soak it up through and through, into your heart, into your belly, into every secret place. Lying there, love your skin, love your bones, love the earth supporting you, love the air around you, the space around you, the light in the air. And let your love expand of its own accord in all directions, out from your heart, down into the earth, to the front of your body, the sides of your body, expanding in waves, emanating from your being out to wherever it needs to go.
Gently now, deepen your breath. Allow your body to stretch, to move, reawaken gently. Begin to make your way to your side and back to seated. We have these moments where we can connect to unconditional love, or the sense that God itself is love. We have this divine experience. When we tap into that, we have less of this feeling of being afraid of being alone, being afraid of not being able to care for ourselves, of always being in this outward expression of, what am I supposed to do to get everyone to like me, to want me, to need me, to accept me. In this bhakti experience, this devotional experience of yoga, there's this extension of my heart saying I can be big enough to hold all this, but also that I can allow the love to flow towards me. We don't need to know the source. It can be an image, or an image of the divine, or it can just be the knowledge of a loving presence that doesn't go away. And if your heart is open to receive it, you will, because that flow is always there. And that's why we practice, just to remember. Bring your hands together at your heart. Let's close our practice with an Om. If you'd like to join, take a deep breath in. Namaste. Thanks, everyone. Hope you have a great day and a great week and a great Thanksgiving if I don't see you again before Thursday. We have just one class. Thursday morning, Chai is leading an open level class on Thanksgiving if you're wanting to do some yoga on Thursday morning.
Good.
Hi, John. See you. All the classes this week, except for just like there's just the one on Thursday, but